What's up guys, Marco here. Today we're going to be breaking down Future Metro Boomin's type shit. Hope you enjoyed the video. Type Shit is the fourth track on Future Metro's newest collab album, We Don't Trust You. This is the third breakdown in a row with songs of We Don't Trust You. At first, I didn't intend to make these 3 breakdowns in a row. I've actually had another breakdown planned for this video. However, Metro kind of fucked up my schedule with the announcement of his upcoming album, We Still Don't Trust You, coming out this Friday. That is, if I actually manage to finish this video on time. So yeah, I kind of had to get over with this album as soon as possible, so when his newest album comes out, I can focus on that one. So for now, we're going to be focusing only on those songs for the upcoming breakdowns. After which, I still have a few songs to get over with from January and February, after which I'll focus on some older and more entertaining songs. But for now, we still need to get over with this album. So, returning to Type Shit, which currently holds the second place for most streams on this album. If I were to describe this song in one word, it would probably be interesting, I'd say, since this song is way out of Metro's zone, sliding off to more of a plug and B or alternative hip-hop type of song. And I kind of understand Metro's tough process behind this song, to make it more eerie and then choosing the perfect man for this feature, that being of course Carti. To be fair, Carti's verse on this song is quite decent, comparing it with his latest songs. I think it's worth saying that I'm not a big Carti fan, especially not a deep voice Carti fan, more of a self-titled dilate Carti fan. Nevertheless, he still has some banger songs and features with his deep voice, but I personally am not the biggest fan of it. However, one thing that I liked about Carti on this song, which also shows Metro's tough process behind the song, was the contrast between his verse and Travis's bridge. I mean, it came out of nowhere and created a great contrast with Carti's verse. And that's the reason why I strongly believe that this song takes a spot in this album's top 3 best songs. And if we've brought up for discussion Travis's bridge, I want to give a quick disclaimer that this breakdown is an absolute piece of and especially Travis's bridge. Carti and Future segments of the song ended up sounding pretty decent, especially the drums. However, Travis's bridge sounds nothing like the original one. And because that was too complex for me to recreate, maybe someone watching this video has a better sound and pattern recognition and can help me in the comments with some tips on how to make it sound more like the original one. Also, this song is made from so many f***ing patterns, so I don't think I've got all of them identical. With that being said, I'm being too loquacious, so let's just move on to the breakdown itself. First of all, we're going to be bumping up the BPM of the track from 130 to 145 beats per minute. Now, we're going to be recreating the lead preset playing throughout the whole song. We're going to start with this Metro Boomin Church Bell one shot. And before showing you the pattern, we're going to be sending this preset to the mixer, where we're going to be adding halftime to... Halftime? The song? I mean, do I really need to explain it? Or if you want, or if you don't have halftime, you can use PungzBeat. But for me on this pattern, it made a weird click sound every other bar, so I went with halftime instead. If it works with PungzBeat for you, then go ahead, be my guest. Now, here's how the pattern sounded before. And here's how it sounds now. Moving on, we're going to add another sustaining bell preset. This time, we're going with the Grim Reaper preset, which is found in the Omnisphere VST. Now, we're also going to send this preset to the mixer, where we're only going to be adding a parametric EQ2. After you've added the parametric EQ2, it should sound something like this. Now, moving on, we're going to layer those 2 bell presets with an ARP preset, being the DG Radar Boss Lead found in Serum. Also, for this preset, head over to the effects panel and turn off the distortion and the compressor effect. Here's how the pattern should sound after. Now, the last pattern that we need to layer to finish the main melody is this brass pattern, the preset's name being Oberheimy Brass, which can be found once again in Omnisphere. Here's the pattern. Now that we've got the main melody in place, let's move on to the drums. And as usual, we're going to start with the hi-hat. The hi-hat preset that we're going to be using is this bullet hi-hat preset, which you can find in many Carti type drum kits or PR-borne drum kits, since it's frequently used in most of Carti's songs. Anyways, here's the pattern. Next off, we have this type sheet clap, which by the way is identical. Here's the pattern. Moving on, we have this Benny X triangle one shot. Next, we have this Lugar chant that was also used in Like That. And by the way, I've already covered that one previously, so I wouldn't mind if you'd also go check out that breakdown. Moving on, we have 3 open hat presets. The first one being this cargo open hat, second one this self open hat, and the third one is this classic Metro Boomin open hat with the fade out knob slightly turned up to 14%. Anyways, here are all the patterns. And with this, the drums are good to go. But before showing you all of them playing together, we're going to add the 808, the preset in cause being the Spins 808. Here's the pattern. Now, before finishing the first part, we need to change one more thing. We're going to export these drum presets. We're going to name them drums reversed, I guess. And we're also going to right click on this church bell pattern and we're going to head over to render as audio clip. And now we're going to drag those two patterns alongside another Spins 808, and now we're going to reverse and adjust all of them to match up with the original song. Now that we're done with the first part of the song, we're going to move on to Travis's bridge. First, we're going to start with this bass pattern, with the preset being the Funk Mog bass found in Serum, where we're also going to head over to the second envelope, right click and select Remove All Destinations. Here's how the pattern sounds after this. Now, we're going to layer the bass with another Serum preset. This time, we're going to use the Analog String Synth preset and we're going to turn up the attack knob. Here's the pattern. Now, we're going to remake the choir, and we're going to open Omnisphere once more, and we're going to select the choir woman swell as, because this pattern creates some progressive tension similar to the one in the original song. Before showing you how it sounds, we're going to send this pattern to the mixer, where we're going to add some Valhalla room and some RC20 retro color, and in the end, it should sound something like this. Now we only have 3 more patterns that we need to go through. First one being another ARP. The preset for this one is found in Nexus in the arpeggio category named Sparkling Water. However, we're going to head to the routing panel, where we're going to disable the first sample panel and we're going to lower the volume for the third panel. After which, we're going to head over to the arpeggiator panel and we're going to open the fourth layer, where we're going to bring down both the notes and the velocity. Now, the only remaining thing we need to add to this pattern is some RC20 retro color and some fruity parametric EQ2. In the end, this is how the pattern should sound. Now we're going to bring these 3 drum patterns to this segment of the song and we're going to create a new pattern. In this case, the snare. And now we're going to add one more 808 pattern. Again, the preset being the Spins 808. Now, before showing you the final result, I would much appreciate if you'd leave a like, subscribe, and share to help reach out to more producers and music enthusiasts out there. Without no further ado, here's the final result. Well, that wasn't that bad, right? Right? Yeah, I think I should stop gaslighting myself. So, yeah, anyways. If you've enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to see more breakdowns, not as bad as this one, I hope, in the future, stay tuned, because there's more of them on the way. Until then, see you next time.